She talk a black. I really don't know what happened. So when I was there with Anu and Pandora, this is what I saw, and I clicked on, to visit the page, and the page I showed you had Jenkins on it, Charles Jenkins, and then there is a Charles Francis Jenkins, then it changes to T. Francis Jenkins, but still, Francis Jenkins and Charles is still in there, and then it's in like the 1884, and it goes back to CATTO when they found the ship. Wow. But CATTO came back again. They found the ship again, and you'll find that year in this television shit too. Because this is how they got the television, and this is how they put a lot of people under mind control through this device that they call a device. Now, while I was there with Anu and Pandora, and also was letting me know, because this is a program, the program will last forever, then it will stop, in even the universe will no longer be, it's to them to wipe out Pandora's womb, when no one knows when. They just told me that. So now, as Anu was telling me things, Anu also said, because we're just talking, and they say they whitewash things because this is the movie that we were watching, but this is kind of like the device that we were watching the movie on, except it wasn't a yellow background, because this seemed to be built into something had around it, and it was funny that me and Enki was still into the television shit, and I ran across this picture, and it told Enki, Anu did say they would whitewash it because this was Anu sitting here, and this was Pandora standing there, just like this, and this was me. And then Enki and I both know that they will change the female into a male. Just like in the Bible, they say Micaiah is a male, but Micaiah is a female. And then, Judah, he had 3 children. And one name was, damn, I can't think of what his name was. It's not Shem. But Shem is also a female. They kept Dinah out. She is a female, but, they don't talk about her, the 13th tribe, the DNA. They kept her out. And there was another one, too. Shem, Judah's, one of Judah's children was a female, but I don't remember that name. And Micaiah was a female. Gabriel is a female. It's just a lot that they turned into, males, because they turned everything into a fucking fairy tale. So you don't know what's real and what's not. And this was us. And when I saw it, it was like, wow. So this is how I know they got the television from us, because while I was in the room talking to, I really wasn't talking. I had to say nothing because Anu can understand, Anu knows what the fuck I'm saying, thinking before I can speak it, because it is inside my pineal gland, so my pineal gland knows what's going on in my brain and my mind before I do. And so I told, me and Enki, I forgot the part I was talking about, because I'm so more into Anu saying the things they whitewash. They whitewash so much stuff. This is how we begin to watch this. Because Anu was telling me how much it was. Anu asked a question, like, how much have they whitewashed? And then that's when we begin to turn on the machine. And in the machine, you begin to, show pictures like television, but it was not the pink man that was on the TV. Oh, I was inside my pineal gland to tell you that Anu, he knows what I'm going to say before I do, because it's inside my pineal gland. And Anu is inside your pineal gland too. You just don't know how to reach it, because remember the Martians, when they came down, because they do have their own ships to get things off of, but it was more things that they got off the melanated ones who came down. They got more things off their ships. And so Yes, and some of the things that they got off the ship, they were able to build the antennas again. You know, also they, like the TV. This here, okay, in the movies, because to me, when I go inside my pineal gland, it is a movie. So is like this is what the children will watch. Just say like in the movies, Anu is looking down at the earth to see everything that is going on in the earth. This is what he will use to see everything that's going on in the earth. As much as he wants to watch. But most of the time, this is what you will call them children. This is what they will watch. This machine. So, and they can see things that go on the earth. That's in the movie. Okay. So now I'm sitting there with Anu and Pandora, although this has been whitewashed. So if they whitewashed this, they whitewashed everything. It's just so odd that this picture has been on the internet for a long time. I've never seen it, and all of a sudden, I sit with Anu and Pandora, and they see this, and Anu was talking about how many things have they whitewashed, and now to see the relationship between Anu and Pandora, you would think that Anu and Pandora should have been married. I hate to think that way, because the way that Anu and Ento, the way they communicate, the way they act with each other, but I have not seen them together in a long time, but I'm sure I'll see them now. Now that I have seen Anu face to face, I'm sure I'll see Anu and Ento together again. And I have not seen them in many lives together. And I've never seen Anu actually with Pandora face to face. I've never seen it, not even in a movie. I've never seen it. However, I did think that in my head while I was there, that they should have been the ones who got married. And so Anu began to tell me how he met Ento when Enki brought Ento home. When Enki brought Pandora home, he said that was about the best thing Enki had ever done in his life, and that he was so proud of Enki, his choice, to be in the flesh with was a sister from Jupiter. And he said that he was so proud of Enki that day. And him and Pandora have always gotten along. And at the time, Anu name was not Anu. It was Utewave. And he gave the earth to Pandora, as though he gave Pandora her womb. And then Enki went inside Pandora's womb and began to create the evil. Not the evil ones, he just created the evil. Because after Enki did that, that is when, there were wars in heaven, and just kind of hell broke loose in Utewave. He had to change his name because now everything was a new. And then the programs began to be messed up. And we are living in a fucked up program now because they got these things off of ships. So that's what I wanted to say about that. The other things I found, of course, my name. I found that picture first. And then when I hit that picture to go to the page, I found this. And this is the first picture that it was. And I put in, when TV was invented, And this was the first story, and it kind of, like I say, everything just seems to I'm not shocked. I don't know. It's just a feeling I get, to see that I can connect to so much shit. But here, when I was younger, we were told, not to sit up close to the TV because we may wear glasses, and there's possibility they say that's why I wear glasses. However, Dr. Valentine says it's because the girls learn to read early why they wear glasses, but somewhere I was thinking it could be genetic because I have granddaughters who wear glasses. They did not learn how to read early. She didn't learn how to read early. I wanted to teach her how to read early. And I do have a couple of daughters. They learn to read early and they wear glasses, and so do I. So, it could be many reasons why we wear glasses. And my daughter did some research and said the reason we wear glasses has something to do with the mercury. All the way back then has something to do with the mercury, but that's her study, so she can tell you better. And then more so to lean to what my daughter came up with. Although the others could be the true also. Because these niggas do not have just one track they ride on all tracks, and they ride on all backs. Now, the story of television, but yet it is Breaking Bad. Now, my daughter, the one I was telling you about, that told me about the mercury and us wearing glasses, we've been calling her bad for who knows how long, but both of these chemical elements are in my name. This is in my name, Barua, and this is in my name, Bettina, to be the B and the A. And I will show you somehow the B and the A has something to do with whatever goes in TV also. Now, this is Breaking Bad, so it cannot be the beginning, but maybe they're saying that the TV will fuck up your eyes. More than your eyes, it will fuck you up all the way. And then when you go through here, there are more and more pictures. See, science and invention, but they got this from and here's one. Now, when I was coming up, I was told that the TV was invented in 1926. Now, the reason that I knew, well, I didn't know, but I kept that in my mind, that the TV was invented in 1926 because I was born on the 26th, and it's the boy who invented TV. And it was said that there was a boy, there was a young boy in his garage who invented the TV in 1926. But now this is a German guy, and I think he built it somewhere in London or some shit. This was the first TV. That was the first TV. And there's something else in here. The TV has a name, like a name brand. Well, it's the guy's name, not exactly a name brand. No. When we get here, there's some form of a fight between mechanical and electronic dealing with TV. So I did a lot of studying on this mechanical and electronic, but the main thing that I was more so let me see it. So I just wanted to see the antennas because I know that the Martians, there were antennas. I know that this is how they use energy for the mind control programs. They actually use our energy for the mind control programs, like they use our tax dollars for all the wars. Because none of us plugged anything up into the electrical thing or dealt with Wi-Fi or talk on the phone. We gave up all these things. They would probably just begin to kill each other because they're not going to get in a plane and drop bombs on us. They use us for that. So I really wanted to see, antennas in 1884, and it goes to electromagnetic, some from a bent antenna, and I just went so far everywhere. I don't have time for that. I've been everywhere, but I just wanted to see the antennas. You see this? And this, it looks like a mailbox. When Octavius was talking to me, well, school. Well, it's Octavius talking. So when Octavius was talking to me, right? And see, I guess this is a patent number or something, but it's an 1884 by the 12-step niggas. 12-strand niggers, and it is an antenna. But he asked me, what does it look like? I said, mailbox. You know, you have to say the first thing that comes to your mind. He said, that's why they made the mailboxes, to look like this, to remind them all the time of all the antennas that they have on everyone. So then we go here, it looks like a street, you know, because they have antennas to flow over the freeways, right? And that was the cough. They think I'm going to forget, but I'm not. There's also a 75 there. You see that? Manufactured by someone. But I don't want to get into who is manufactured by anyway, because I'll start breaking codes on that shit too. But, and so this is a mailbox. You know, a mailbox is made like this, you know. This is like the little red flag, and you can pull it up, and this is where you open it. So now this is the street, because antennas do go down the freeways and streets and shit, right? But this, I've asked questions over and over and over and over and over. Why am I so asymmetrical? Why am I so asymmetrical? I don't care what tool I use to make it straight. It doesn't matter what device I use to make it straight. It still will not be straight. I just cannot make a round circle. I can take something and trace it. The circle is so round. Once I cut it out, it is not. You know, and I really wanted to know why it was so asymmetrical. And now I find out. You know, I connect to the TV too. So that's how come I can break the codes and shit. So now here, this is asymmetrical. This is something that goes in the TV, and it's asymmetrical. The A, it is 9 inches long. The A part, I guess, or feet long or whatever, and the other side, B, is 12. That's asymmetrical. So my connection to the TV and to other planets, yours too, because without you, the TV will not work. They needed us for the TV to work. They still need us for the TV to work. If you don't buy a TV, it will not work. Simple as that. Wow. And now my name is B and A in between that. B-I-T-I-N-A in between that. So, you know, I don't know if it was a joke or whatever, but now I'm satisfied with being asymmetrical, because I can connect to certain things. Even antenna, I can connect to that, because my name is Tina. See, it still says Tina, you know, just with an E. Let's say 10 in the middle, and an ant, because I am so small, you know. I don't even matter. I'm so fucking small. I hate when my damn thing does that shit. To where I was. This shit took me to. But she is a CATTO, a Julia CATTO at that. 1919, in 1998, 1990. But CATTO was here in the 1800s, so they even stole his motherfucking name. They would steal any fucking thing. There was another picture with that picture though. Now it seeks to want to play games with me and give me every fucking thing but that. There was another picture with this picture. Him. No. He is Arthur F. CATTO. Now his F is for frequency, or maybe Fitzgerald, or Frank, or fuck you. But he is the author. The author of what? A lie? He was born in 1915. And now he holds the name CATTO too. You see? A motherfucking Martian. He is in the military. He is damn sure a Martian. So it's 20 minutes in. I do want to talk about the girl, but I don't. But I might come back with that. To talk a little about. However, before I leave, I want to say this. My Abba said that the computer was made for him. And the TV too. And I used to wonder how could he say that because he died, But now I know. Shit, Tucker. He wrote.